Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to our little chat today about our new program that we're going to be introducing to you all called Unstoppable Strength. My name is Anna Woods. I am a personal trainer, group exercise instructor, mom, wife, all the things above. I've been in this industry almost 17 years, and Jen and I are excited to bring this program to you because we both realized over time and experience that we have, people have all the exercises, they have all the diet plans, they have all of the stuff, but they don't have the motivation and discipline to follow through. So we've kind of changed the way our programming looks, and in our years of experience put together a really cool plan that we're excited to introduce you guys today. So Jen, go ahead and introduce yourself as well.
Thanks, Anna. I'm excited to be here with you. My name is Jen Grosso, and I'm primarily a business coach and a success coach. I do also do some fitness training on the side, and I used to be a gym owner, and that's how, in part, Anna and I met. And I share the same passion as she does, as helping people reach their goals. And I think we discussed our combined experiences over like 35 years worth of experience in helping people reach their goals. And just like Anna, I'm also a wife and a mom, and I have a lot going on, and it's not always the easiest to get it done. And so we were talking about what can we do during these times to help people really get on track in a much better way in reaching their goals, but keeping that as simple as possible.
Yeah, so that's exactly, we were discussing how this program came to be and how this idea came to be, and both of us were speaking from personal experience with this. It's easy to get caught up, especially in the day and age we're in now with COVID and extra stress is going on. We lack motivation. We're extremely tired. We lose our discipline, and it becomes a lot harder than your typical approach to exercise, even more so right now, to be motivated and to take care of our health and continue to make ourselves a priority. So like I was saying before, there's tons of trainers on Instagram putting out really great workouts. And there's lots of trainers to hire, and there's always gyms around, but there still seems to always be this missing piece of not enough for us to be motivated to do anything about it. And I think that's the thing I hear the most from clients is, I know what to do, I know what I should eat, I just can't make myself do it. And that's exactly where I was, even in the last few months, but over the few years. Like, the whole premise for the program that I coach called sheSTRENGTH comes from my own personal journey and my own personal story of trying to find myself again after kids, trying to redefine what fitness looks like in my life, and trying to redefine boundaries of how I was going to continue to implement consistency in my workouts, how to create new habits, and how to work through the guilt of making time for myself when I had a family and other work priorities that needed to be dealt with as well.
Yeah, for me, I realized looking back, and especially in the recent few months and as well over the past few years, I realized that motivation's great, discipline is awesome, but what's really getting things done for me and for my clients is this missing piece of accountability. And that's a big part of what we're going to be teaching in Unstoppable Strength. And what I came up with a program that I taught for a while called Radical Accountability, and it was born out of the fact that I had gone from working in corporate to owning my own business, and I realized, this is great, I'm my own boss, except for I have nobody to answer to. And when you are left to your own devices and you are left to hold yourself accountable, that can be very, very difficult to do. And Anna and I were discussing how often we join free groups, or come join my group and we'll hold you accountable. Or you ask your friend, can you be my accountability partner? Or God forbid, your spouse. They're the worst, the worst accountability partners on the planet. And so what radical accountability was for me, and what I started looking into, is what are the actual tools and tricks that you need to have somebody else hold you to the fire when you need to, in order to create long-lasting habits over time. And so that's something that we are putting into this program for you guys so that you can be unstoppably strong forever. Yeah.
Yes, I love it. The name is perfect because I think that's where we're trying to change the name of the game in fitness, and for those of you in regards to your health and a lot of things in our life, because all of these same rules that we're going to teach you and all of these different accountability check-ins we're going to provide are going to carry over to all aspects of your life. And one of the first things we're going to talk about is goals and dreams. I think I always tell people the quickest way to quiet a crowd of women is to ask them what their goals and dreams are. Because most of us don't spend a lot of time thinking about those things. I could tell you what my kids' dreams are. I could tell you what my husband's goals are. But when I have to sit down and come up with my own, that's the hardest thing. And I think that's where we start. And that's going to be part of how this program is going to be broken down, is giving you permission to dream a little bit, give you permission to make goals for yourself. And then help you figure out how to make those priorities and try to match those priorities up with your goals and dreams and what those look like in your day-to-day life. We're going to try to help you find different tasks that daily you can check in and be accountable to make this part of our consistent pattern of your new daily habits that will lead to motivation, will lead to changes down the road, because that's our main goal, is to try to help you reach your goals, but give you baby steps to get there along the way.
Yeah, and the goals that we're looking at they're really going to be like related to your wellness, and it may be related to fitness, it may be related to your nutrition, health habits, including mindset habits as well. I'm a certified meditation practitioner, in addition to the other things that I do, and I include that within my program that's called Unstoppable. I don't know if anybody caught that cute. I'm unstoppable and she's strength, and so we put those together. But part of the way that you end up unstoppably strong is by developing these really strong habits. And I, in my work, focus a lot on what's the science that backs what the tactics that we're going to use. Like, how can we use science-based tactics so that we know it's been researched and we know if you put it into play, it's going to work for you. And there's some great studies out there that say that if you, on average, spend 21 days in a row doing something, you will develop a habit. Now, there may be a little give and take. Some of you, it may take 17 days. Maybe some of you, it's a little bit longer. But on average, it's 21 days daily that will get that habit put in place. Then it's 90 days total to have that hardwired, where it becomes automatic. And then it becomes something you don't even have to think about. It's something that you do on the regular for life. And that's pretty fascinating. 21 days to get it going, 90 days total to hardwire that habit. And that's why our program is going to start. There's an initial part where it's 21 days. And we want you to get that habit started. And then you can see what it's like to work with us and to be held accountable by professionals. And then you can decide if you'd like to continue on with us so that you can really hardwire that habit so that you're staying healthy with the habit that you chose for life. And it's going to be incredibly affordable, but as Anna was saying to me earlier, it's going to you're going to have a little skin in the game to keep you accountable every single day to getting that habit on paper and done with us. So.
Yeah, so some of the things that we've talked about in regards to participating with us, our plan is to start October 1st and go for 21 days. So you're going to be held accountable in different ways to participate, to make sure that you are following through on the skin that you put in the game by purchasing this program and being a part of our groups, being held accountable by professionals. Like we said, we're not your spouse or your best friend who's going to let you off the hook. We know when people tend to fall apart in these programs. We know why. And that's why we're going to be here with you every step of the way to help you push through those, provide steps to help you be successful in the areas where you may have failed in the past. We were talking about before we got on this call, a lot of people come to me and are like, but this is when I failed the program before. This is when I fell apart and didn't follow through. And usually the better question I ask is, did you fail or did you quit? Because in my experience, failing is when you've not followed through and you've basically quit. When you have a whole lifetime to get a lot of these habits in place and a lot of these changes made, that's a long time. So part of our goal is going to be helping you find consistency and simple tasks every day. So one of the requirements is you're going to need access to Instagram. We're going to be using Instagram for this challenge and for the groups, the accountability and the check-ins. Jen, what else were we talking about that they would need to be accessible to?
We are also going to provide them with some tools to help them figure out what is the best place for them to focus. There's, again, going back to what does science say, what do the studies say? We find that often too many people try to take on too many things at once, and they try to fix their whole life in one go. And that's setting yourself up for failure. So we want to keep it simple and highly prioritized. And we're going to help you through that before we start on October 1. You'll get some tools to help you pick. And while you could pick up to 3, we're going to push you to really focus and hyper-focus on one main thing, because if you can get that down and you can learn how this whole process goes, you can then start applying that to other things in your life, and it can really change things for you pretty dramatically. So we're going to do that. And It's a great way to invest in yourself. I mean, that's the important thing here is joining this program, you're going to be investing in yourself. And we've set it up so that it's not a huge investment in terms of what it's going to demand on your wallet. It's just $1 a day. That's it. Just $1 a day to be held accountable to something that could change your life if you hardwire that habit over time.
Yeah. I mean, $21 for 21 days. Coming from, like she said before, professionals, we've been doing this combined 30 some plus years. We have lots of people we've worked with, lots of experience, and like I said, lots of knowledge to help you work through these struggles that you've may experienced in the past when you felt like you failed your programs. And we're going to be here to help you prove to yourself that you can do something, help you commit to it, but also help you realize how hard it is. It's not going to be easy, and we're going to be upfront with you about that. But you're going to be supported every step of the way by us and by others that are a part of this challenge. And like I said, especially in those tough times where motivation tends to wane, we're going to try to help you push through with the tools, tactics, and accountability that we're going to provide. So those of you that are interested in joining us, you will be able to find a registration form at my website at sheSTRENGTH.com. I will post the link in the notes of this video. If you have questions, by all means, we will put our information in this as well. You can find Jen and I on Instagram, or we will post our emails for more information. But we plan to start October 1st, run 21 days. And like I said, if you're wanting to continue, there will be opportunities to continue at discounted prices through the end of the year for the 90 days. We want to get ahead of the game before the end of the year, and have plans in place and discipline in place to be successful before January 1.
That's right. The program will be set to end on December 30th if you stick with us for the full 90 days. And Anna and I were talking, we want you to have skin in the game, because people who pay attention. And we know that we're providing a significant value. You could easily expect to pay anywhere from $200 for an hour with an accountability coach. And then even some of those very high level coaches, they're getting paid thousands. I know of at least one that gets paid $1,000 a month to hold their clients accountable. And I believe you said Anna, you know someone charging even more than that?
Yes.
Yeah. And so what we're going to do is provide you with incredible value for $21 a day. And for us, we think it's a no-brainer to get access to all of the experience we have to get you through and get you to a place where you're going to achieve your goals and change your life.
Sounds great. So again, sign up at my website, sheSTRENGTH.com. I will post that information below. Otherwise, we will be excited to see you guys soon, and hopefully be ready to join us October 1.
Sounds good. Hope to see you in there.